Okay. So, yes, you're right. Tell me most structures in Ghana that were not built by Ghacem, and I'll tell you, you've not been born for too long. And we say this with a lot of humility. We've been in the cement production and supply industry for 55 years. We were established in 1967. So 30th August was our 55th birthday, and we celebrated it quite solemnly and quietly because at some point you look back and say, I've been here 55 years. Have I been able to do? What can I even do better than what I have done? So it was one of the moments we celebrated massively our 50th birthday, but for the 55th, we took it quite cool because things are not looking like they're supposed to. And we're not happy that a lot of people, we know Ghacem is synonymous with cement. If I go around and ask, quick recall of cement in Ghana, I know the first one will be Ghacem, then the rest will follow. It's just fair because it's the fact. And an industrialist, God bless his soul, Dr. Addison, from the Western region, birthed the company together with his Norwegian friends. And today, as we speak, the company Ghacem Limited is owned 93% by the Germans, second largest manufacturer in cement, and the world's largest manufacturer in aggregates in the world, Heidelberg Cement from Germany. Government of Ghana still kept some 5% in there. I wish it was more than that, but it's only 5%. And then we have Dr. Addison, how I wish I was his son or grandson, has 1.9 of this share. And that's a huge one if you have even a fraction of a percentage of that business. This is quite a lucrative one. Um, Ghacem tags itself as the nation builder, and we don't just say this, we actually act it. And this is so because for 55 years, we've not only sold cement, but we've impacted in several ways. And these are some of the best practices that we've identified ourselves with. We're ISO certified, 14,001, 9,001, 45,001. And these are the current ISO certifications you can have. This tells you the, the fact that the company is quite big on sustainability and not just manufacturing and selling cement. We're indeed the brand captain. So when you talk about cement, everyone knows Ghacem comes first. We're the largest taxpayer in our cohort, environmentally friendly, and people sometimes ask why we still have our cement in bags, paper bags. Most of our cement, we have four grades, are still in paper bags because we believe they are most environmentally friendly. These are degradable bags, such that if you use the bags and you just check them somewhere, you find them always scattered all over the place. It will degrade normally and get back into the soil. Whereas in the PP bags, the polypropylene bags, you don't get that happening. So that adds up to the pollution of the environment, and we don't want to be noted for that. Ghacem deals in reclamation to the extent that where we mine our limestone, which forms about 25% of the input for production of cement, we do indeed are binded by law from the EPA to ensure that if we've mined in that area and the people who were doing farming and had other things doing in that area, we restore back the natural habitat of the places we've actually mined our limestone. And that is quite big for us. How do we do this? We do this in a program called the Quarry Live Awards, where we spend huge sums of money in an ideas contest that involves students of biodiversity who come up with very, very ingenious ideas of the areas where we have mined our limestone. So we don't just destroy the space in the land to get the minerals, the limestone, but we actually restate the lands back into its natural habitat so that people can go back to farming and also can create other source of livelihood for themselves. We are big on tree planting, and tomorrow I will take the time to take you through the very great sustainability programs that Ghacem has involved itself with, our association with BirdLife, and the collaboration that we have with Ghana Wildlife Association, National Road Safety Commission. Uh, our health and safety is the biggest because we say if the work is not safe, do not do it. even if means the customer has been waiting for too long. If it's not safe for the worker, do not do it. So your life matters to us, and most of the staff that work at Ghacem will tell you this. Their life matters to us most importantly than even the person that we're doing the business with and have to supply cement to. We are big into research and development. So sometimes people say, yes, you lost huge market shares. Yes, we did. If you had 100%, and somehow you have people coming into the system, you don't have your 100% any longer, and you still lead the market with a decent 44%, the big question you ask yourself is, what is your production capacity? So 4 million tons is what we are set up to produce and churn out into the market. The market is demanding close to about 7 million. So if you can have 44% and still sell close to 3 million or 3.5 at some point of what you have of your 4 million, you're not doing so bad. I must say the demand has grown quite drastically, and so Ghacem is noted for investing millions of dollars in supply capacity. So as I speak to you, we're looking into more carbon dioxide enabled sort of production methods so that we reduce the cementatious inputs that we have in our cement. We're doing campaigns in calcined clay and all other things that we're sure will help us to reduce, because we have a carbon footprint, checking the carbon dioxide reduction contribution that we are having in our system, so we can be as friendly to the environment as supposed to be. My very good friend in a beautiful, colorful shirt there, I saw the passion with which you talked about the environment. And it's incumbent on all of us to play our part. And Ghacem is no stranger in this field at all. We do this to the best of our ability. Finally, because I was given only 5 minutes, finally, I'd like to say that we have 4 cement products offerings from Ghacem. Cement fits all sizes. The extent, uh, I don't know my size now, but I think last time I checked, I'm about 99 kilos. The shirt that I'll be able to wear, I don't think my young friend here will be also able to wear the same, such that if I give my shirt to him, it may be quite loose on him. So we are saying we have cement that fits requirements depending on what you're going to use the cement for. So if you're building high impacting construction, all that we're for, the motorway, the bridges, the high rise and the port expansion project, you definitely will need your Ghacem Extra. If you want to mold your blocks and do your columns and anything that is load bearing, you want your Ghacem Super Strong, which is 42.5R. And if you're doing your fine finishing where you're like the masons do, they slap the mortar on the wall, go back and dress it. If you use your 42.5R to do that, by the time you go back and try to dress, you leave pores in the skin of your walls. And that is what brings your cracks in the wall at some point. But the 32.5R allows you to go back and dress, and which is a gas super cool, has same properties as the 32.5R Ghacem Super Rapid, but it only gives you a little bit of relief on your pocket, because we're thinking about your pockets as well. So we're grateful that you gave us this opportunity, and we say kudos once again to the organizers. And we know that we have real estate targets here. We have all of you who are building or know someone who is building. We say and recommend to you, go out for the Ghacem brand. It is the best. You build once in your lifetime. You may save some 1 cedi, 2 cedi, buying the others. I don't want to mention names. But know that you build once in your lifetime, and that should last you a lifelong time. If you spare that 1 cedi, 2 cedi, you may compromise the integrity of your structure. Why do I say this? Most of us in our cohort do not do what Ghacem does when it comes to our CSR. From 2002 till date, Ghacem has given in excess of 650,000 bags free to schools and hospitals. We do this every year, 25,000 to 30,000 bags. So I recommend to you, if you have a certain village that you come from, some school, hospital, that needs 50 bags, 200 bags, 100 bags, apply to the Ghacem Cement Foundation. On your Android, type the Ghacem app, and you will find us there and see the requirement to apply. If you have an iOS, you can do same. You're not left out. You can find the Ghacem app there, and you see the criteria there. Apply, and you may just get that free 200 or 150 bags to support the community. Indeed, when we say we are the nation builder, we do act it. Thank you very much for your audience. Do we still have 45 seconds for the video? All right, thank you.
An extra 42.5N is the best choice for the biggest construction. Ghacem, with 50 years of experience, has various grades for various jobs. The Ghacem Super Rapid 32.5R is suitable for plastering, for the perfect finish and all other jobs. The Ghacem Super Strong 42.5R is best suited for block manufacturing, among others. The Ghacem Extra 42.5N is the best choice for the biggest construction work. And now, the Ghacem Super Cool 32.5N, suitable for general masonry use and finishing. Never believe that one grade of cement can be used for all jobs. Choose Ghacem cement always. Ghacem, 4 cement grades, excellent customer value. Ghacem,